Hey, it's Todd Daniele, and today I'm in Blender. That's right, Blender. Yeah, I'm a 3ds Max guy, but I also use ZBrush, Maya. I use all different softwares, and most professionals at some point or another are going to have to use something different than they're used to. So I have dabbled with Blender for a couple years, not really anything serious, but now that I'm going to be working in it, I figured good idea to get used to the UI and some of the hotkeys and things like that. So I was watching a Ryan King tutorial series where he talks about building primitives and units and things like that. So I had a question that I had posed in the comments, and then I actually decided to try it for myself, and it worked. So here's what we're going to do. I have this cube selected. I'm going to hit Shift and H to hide everything but the cube. And then what I'm going to do is come over here and go to units. So it's this little cone sphere kind of thing. Units, you could see it's set to metric. Unit scale is 1, and it's in meters is what we're going to be using. So now what I want to do is hit the N key, and it brings up this transform panel. And if we come to dimensions, we see 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters, and that's the size of this current cube. So what we want to do is try something that I used in 3ds Max and still do use every day, which is if I'm working in units that aren't traditional units that I'm used to, like inches and feet. I'm a little bit older and I'm in the US, so I'm not so good at doing the math for like converting to metrics. So in 3ds Max, there's a feature where you can type into these windows and either put in a value other than the set, like the kind of meters units it's using, which in this case are meters, or you can do mathematical equations. So what we're going to do is I'm going to first use inches. I looked on Google just to do this video, and we're going to see 4 inches to meters gives me 0.1016. So what I'm going to try first is in the first window is type in 4 inches and hit tab. And you can see it's 1.02. So it rounded it just a touch, but it is the correct value. And now what we're going to do in the next window is I did 4 inches to centimeters, and you see it's 10.16 centimeters. So even though we're in meters, I'm going to put 10.16 cm and hit tab. And you can see it did the same thing. It converted to the same value, which is what we want. And the last thing I'm going to do to show you how this works is I'm going to do 12 inches divided by, which is this slash. I'm going to do 3, which will give me 4 inches. I'm going to hit tab. And you can see that it went down to the proper value. So right now, if I zoom in, that is a square. The other thing I could do is, let's do 2 inches. I'm going to use an asterisk. Sorry, shift. Asterisk, and I'm going to do times 2. So that's 2 inches times 2, and I'm going to hit enter. And you see it didn't change. I'm going to just show you that it can change. 2 inches times 3. And you can see that the value changed. So we just did units other than the system units in this little window. So we used inches or centimeters and it worked. We also did equations in this last window. We did divide and multiply and also got the units that we wanted. So if you're accustomed to a certain unit, centimeters, inches, whatever it is, other than meters, and you don't want to change this because if you have a scene that's made already and you change the units, it'll screw up things, you can do this simple trick. So that's my Blender quick tip, and I hope you found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next video.